Happy Tuesday. Today is March the 7th, 2023. My name is Kyle. That's Mrs. Olson, and this is Maker Notes. Today, we're going to talk about all the stuff we just got in a big box, a big shipment from Yarn Snob Yarns. And the thing that we're really excited about is this cowl. Ta-da! This is the crisscross cowl. This is designed by Keith Leonard of Knits All Done, and it uses this really beautiful sort of woven stitch, and of course his hand-dyed fingering weight yarn in a colorway called Happiness. So the kit for this is beautiful and colorful and comes in lots of different random options, which we are going to choose. I'm going to choose one for you when it's time to get your package all packed up and ready to go. But this is what the kit looks like. So there are 2 hanks of this yarn, and this is 100% superwash merino, 218 yards in each one of these hanks. So there's 2 of them, which makes it 436, right? 436 yards of yarn in this really fun random colorway. So this is all dyed by Keith in his dye lab in his studio in Florida. And so the way that this works, we'll send you this. We'll also send you a printed copy of the pattern. So it explains to you, of course, how to do the thing. And then you're gonna need also 2 needles. So you're gonna need a size 7 and a size 8, 32-inch circular needle, or you could use, of course, an interchangeable set and just switch out the needle tip when you're done doing the border and diving into the crissy crossy part of the pattern. So that is the crisscross cowl. I have a good number of them, but not enough for everyone to have it. So if you are interested in getting one of these really colorful cowl kits, make sure you do it quickly. Otherwise, we'll have you waiting in line for the next time we get them in stock. So crisscross cowl, number 2. Second thing in today's newsletter is going to be the splatter paint shawl. So this is a shawl by Shayna Bilo. This is it uses 2 different colors of yarn, right? So there is a front and a back, of course, and it uses this really beautiful open work pattern. So that is what it looks like. It combines Happiness. So the multicolor, you're gonna get 1 hank of that. And then you're gonna get, you see how this gray is has lots of dimension. It's really pretty and has lots of variation in intensity. And it's a big, big thing. It's a big shawl. You can see how much there is here. As I put something back on. Mrs. Olson, sorry, you're naked on the video this time. But it's a really good size shawl, and it looks great on the back, and it looks really good on the front. So it looks nice on both sides, and I think that's really awesome when the pattern looks really good on both sides, especially when it's a thing that is worked flat. So the splatter paint shawl comes in a kit the same way. It's also the 100% superwash merino, and it is dyed, of course, by Keith. So there's the 2 hanks of this gray that has lots of dimension to it, and then 1 hank of Happiness. And this is all you need, along with the pattern, which of course it'll be printed and included in the order, and then needles. You'll need needles, of course, to finish the thing. That is the splatter paint shawl. The third thing, we got another box. It wasn't the same one. This one came from California and from our friend Carson. I've talked to you about this. It's back in stock. Knitting Comfortably was written by Carson Demers, who's a physical therapist based in San Francisco, or just outside of San Francisco. And this book is it's the textbook. It's sort of presented sort of as a textbook and gives us some really great information about how to make it so that when we're knitting or crocheting or hand spinning or whatever, when we're sitting in these sort of stagnant postures, how to work to better our posture, and things that we can do to make our bodies not be in pain after a marathon session of crafting. So check this book out. It has lots and lots and lots of really great information, as well as posture and things. It also talks about things like sound. It talks about light, the best kinds of light setups that might be ideal for a crafting experience. So it's a cool book, and it's worth looking at. As a side note, if you purchased the book already and you haven't allowed yourself the time or given yourself the gift of checking this out. It is a lot of information to digest. So give yourself the gift of just one chapter. Like take a look at one of the sections and look at that and learn that little bit, become comfortable with that. And then when you're ready, maybe do a little deeper dive into the other stuff in the book. That way, little tiny bites at a time. It's how we make a big giant blanket. It might be also a good way for us to learn about how to better our posture and be, have better sort of ergonomics when it comes to positioning our bodies while we craft. Other stuff, the silly sheep. It's a silly sheep. We have silly sheep project bags. So this is a project bag that we designed and printed in our studio, in our print and sewing lab. It's got these fun little silly sheep that tile around in lots of different colors. This is a drawstring project bag. We have white on the inside here, so it's easy to see all the stuff that's in it. And it goes. And then when you've got your project in there, you pull on these drawstrings and it holds everything in place until you're ready to craft again. So the Silly Sheep project bag is going to be 15% off until Sunday or while our supplies last. So if you're interested in adding a little colorful, fun creature to your collection of bags, or if you need just that one ideal, bright, fun bag to go with your crisscross cowl kit, add one of those to your cart. Make sure you do it before Sunday so that you get that deal. The last thing in today's newsletter is Maker's Night. It's tonight, so we get to hang out with Amy Deachin. Make sure you wear purple for extra credit. It is going to be from 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. All of the information and on how to access our Zoom event, it's in our newsletter. It's also on our calendar. So if you go to makersmercantile.com and click on calendar, you'll be able to see that event that's on today's date. Click on the date and you'll get all of the Zoom information so you're able to join us as well. 5 to 6 p.m. again, Pacific time, and it's Amy Deachin and Amy's 5 favorite knitting tips. So that should be a lot of fun. It's our gift to you to get to share some knowledge and stuff with March here. And there are a couple other upcoming Maker Nights events that have been published and sort of snuck into our calendar. So you can look at the first Tuesday of each month and you're gonna see some of those upcoming guests already listed. So I'll talk about those when each of the dates gets a little closer. But I wanted to let you know that they are there. So I think that is it for today. It's a very colorful Tuesday. Have a fantastic week, everyone. If there is something that we can do to help you out with an order, or you have questions about anything, just reach out, hello@makersmercantile.com, or give us a call. The number is 206-747-7121. We'll do our best to help. That is it for today. I will see you again either tonight at Maker's Night or on Friday in the next Maker Notes. Thanks for watching.